Now, political face-off has erupted over the Kawad Yatra in Uttar Pradesh. This after the state administration ordered eateries and hotels along the Yatra path to display their names of the owners, to respect the sentiments and dietary preferences of devotees, and to avoid religious disputes. After facing flack from the opposition, which has accused the Uttar Pradesh government of state-sponsored bigotry against the Muslim community today, the Chief Minister's office has now announced that the order will be in place across the entire state to maintain the purity of the yatra. In fact, even Haridwar in Uttarakhand is now following the Uttar Pradesh model to avoid a law and order situation. But now criticism has emerged from the NDA camp, with the JDU and the RLD also calling the order unconstitutional, even saying that past yatras have taken place peacefully without any such rule. The local authorities have said that the order is aimed at maintaining law and order, namely in communally sensitive areas. But given the backlash from the opposition and even key NDA allies, should the Bharatiya Janata Party rethink its policy? That's the big question we'll be probing tonight.
The dhaba is Veer Jita Dhaba, whereas the name of the owner that has been mentioned over here is proprietor Israr Putra Amir Azam. कितने लोग यहाँ पे आपने एम्प्लॉय कर रखे हैं?
7 मुसलमान हैं, 9 हिंदू है मेरे भाई। कावड़ के टाइम पे स्लो हो जाता है नॉर्मल, ट्रैफिक तो बंद ही हो जाता है बिल्कुल, तो उसी हिसाब से बस चाय पानी अपना चालू रखते हैं। अब तो सोच रहे हैं छुट्टी 8 दिन की छुट्टी मनाएंगे।
इस तरह से एक मैसेज दिया जा रहा है कि ये हिंदू की दुकान है, ये मुसलमान की दुकान है, आप मुसलमान का बाइकाट करें, हिंदू की दुकान से काम करें।
How much are you going to divide the people of this country and to what extent? But the BJP doesn't seem to learn a lesson. The reality is that you deeply divided people, you stoked communal violence, you stoked hatred, and the people taught you a lesson.
कांवड़ यात्रियों की शुचिता, सुरक्षा और सम्मान की दृष्टि से ये फैसला, ये दिशा निर्देश है और इसका सम्मान सबको करना चाहिए।
All right, and with that, let me now introduce our esteemed panelists today. I'm joined by Anila Singh, who's the spokesperson for the Bharatiya Janata Party, Mr. Ratan Sharda, who's an author and RSS researcher, Ms. Pankhuri Pathak, who's the spokesperson for the Congress Party. I'm also going to be joined by Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari in a short while from now, who's the spokesperson for the Samajwadi Party. But let me, in fact, begin with Anila. Anila, since you're on brass tacks, let's now get down to the brass tacks. What has necessitated the need for such a directive by the Uttar Pradesh government?
My Ram Ram to all. And what had necessitated Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav ji when he brought this law, this Qanun in 2006, that every vendor has to display the name of the proprietorship or the company and the name of the owner with the name of the outlet. He was the one who brought it. Yogi is the one who is implementing it. Rather, I'll say Yogi ji has really given a long rope by saying that only on the routes of Kawad Yatra in whole of the Uttar Pradesh, this law will be implemented, this order will be implemented. So now either the Samajwadi Party or the Congress Party, they should start saying Mulayam Singh Yadav ji was the culprit. So why Yogi bashing is going on? Just because he is a Bhagwadhari chief minister, that is the sole reason. And I have to say one thing, 18th July 1947, Indian Independence Act was passed. All right. And this nation was divided into 2 dominions on the basis of religion. This nation, this country where we are sitting today was given to Hindus, and another one became Islamic Republic of Pakistan. But the most unfortunate thing, the irony is majority population in this country is always being targeted by the minorities, so-called minorities, because they have got ample number of political parties who keep on advocating for their cause because they are their vote bank. But the reality is, if you want to take your country ahead, your state ahead, then you have to do certain things, and because of those things, peace and harmony should prevail. Because we know that I can very well name during the Samajwadi
No,
Party.
but we are talking
in
about
state
peace and harmony. You know, that's a double-edged sword. In fact, you're talking about this country belonging only to a particular community just because it's a majoritarian community.
It should have been, but it couldn't happen because of Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru.
No.
Jinnah ji
I
wanted
think
all
I
the
think we
Muslims
are
to
really
come to
veering into
Pakistan.
a very different territory. Something.
Listen to me, please, because you have asked me this question. Hear me out. Hear me out. October 1948. Sorry, can I complete?
Nobody is interrupting you right now.
All right. So Mr. Jinnah had, after the nation got divided into two, Mr. Jinnah wanted all the Muslims from this nation to shift to Islamic Republic of Pakistan. But Mr. Nehru, he said, नहीं, पूरे विश्व में पता नहीं कौन सी पिक्चर चली जाएगी.
No, Anila, you know, we are talking about a directive which has just been introduced. You have alluded to 1947. You know, I'm running short of time and I don't want to delve into what happened back in 1947. Ghanshyam Tiwari, the attack has been very direct and it is also alluding back to the Act of 2006 which was brought in by Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav. You heard what Anila had to say. The BJP is in fact leaving no stone unturned to in fact pronounce Mulayam Singh Yadav, the late Mulayam Singh ji, Netaji, as the culprit behind this entire directive.
Good evening, Akansha, to you, my fellow co-panelists and the viewers. First is that I would not have come in the way of this unmitigated disaster of communication on behalf of BJP in misinterpreting the Indian freedom struggle, the nation we are, the constitution, and their official spokesperson on a national channel announcing that if BJP had its way, if they had their way, they would have supported the British. But still, if they had their way, they would have wanted the nation in a certain way. The reality of today is there are three things. One, that in the Supreme Court, BJP in 10 years that has amassed 13,000 crores in donations in their Chandalo Dhandalo model. Donations from halal exporters, meat exporters, corrupt people, vaccine makers, all kinds of people. They stood in the Supreme Court and said that voters in this country do not have the right to know the names of people who donated to BJP. This party wants a small vendor on the street who is selling chai to either rename their stall or name their stall as per their name so that some people would get to know their religion. This is the party.
But Ghanshyam, the question is also that why don't we also raise questions when apps are loudly saying that we offer halal food, when MNCs are also clearly spelling that out aloud, then you know the other side wants to know what is the harm if there's a choice, if there's a dietary choice being provided over there to those who are on the lookout for sattvic, pure vegetarian meat.
Okay. So which means that the people that donated to BJP, the halal exporters, were also in the business of sattvic meat? Were they Hindus or Muslims? We don't know. The point is, from Nazi Germany till date, across the world, wherever targeting of a certain community has happened, whichever minority or whichever community, weak community has happened, it has happened because of pointed names or ways by which these targeting could be done. By that logic, that let's say somebody says I sell bhajia, jalebi and pakode. That's my company, bhajia, jalebi and pakode. You call it BJP, bhajia, jalebi and pakode. And my proprietor is A Shah. What does it tell the people? A Shah sells bhajia, jalebi and pakode. What difference would it make? The point is the rule that they are talking about, the 2006 rule, says that you must display your license on your establishment so that you could be held accountable for any wrongdoing with respect to or unsafe standards of food that you are preparing. And if BJP has to extend that logic, then everybody should say, maybe News 18 should say who's the proprietor of News 18. By this logic, the products that we use must come with the name of the proprietor and a marker of the religion of the. This is diabolical policy.
All right. Let me bring in Mr. Ratan Sharda. Mr. Ratan Sharda, the BJP and its own allies, are right now, they're not in agreement. Something we've already seen how the RLD has reacted, how the JDU has reacted. In fact, Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi of the party himself has said that such a move will only go on to promote untouchability. Do you not think so? Because I don't see this move only discriminating between Muslims. I also see this as a move where perhaps a Brahmin may not want to eat food being served by a Dalit.
Well, since Akanksha Ghanshyam Tiwari started on the wrong foot, he has literally dumped Mulayam Singh Yadav's policy, because this policy of having a shop and establishment certificate, which is everywhere in the world, in India, you have to put up your certificate of ownership in all the shops. So why is he saying that this will divide this or that? Because this is a law. In law, you have to show your ownership, who is the owner. Whether the CNN shows or not, whether any other corporate shows or not, that is not the issue. Issue is for retail. This is the rule everywhere, and Mulayam Singh did it, and he's disowning Mulayam himself. That is the problem. Secondly, point is that this particular order of 2006, if it has been implemented now, I would just say there I durust hai. This insistent, when you insist on halal label, saying that I must carry halal label, this is tyranny of minority, which is everywhere in the world. It's not something unique to India.
Fair enough.
So tyranny of minority, just a moment, fair. I don't want to speak. You wanted to stop?
No.
What is fair enough?
Agreeing with you.
Okay, fine. Okay, thank you. Because generally in the olden times, when it's fair enough, you're supposed to shut up.
That's your assumption, sir.
So I am saying that if you insist on halal label everywhere, like a tyranny of minority, where we are served halal tea in the railway station, in the airline, etc. You have to eat vegetarian food also with halal certificate. Even snacks is halal certificate. So what is the harm in disclosing a name? And the Ghanshyam is wrong. The government didn't ask them to change the name of the shops. They just said display the name of the owner. Then lastly, if there have been videos which show that we should boycott Hindu shop owners and traders, was that not been, nobody slammed them when they said this? And I have seen similar restaurants in Mumbai, Mumbai, Surat Highway for years together. They will have a very neutral name. Owner will be Muslim, saying it's pure vegetarian, etc. Right. That is fine. But ownership, why is the problem with ownership? I am not saying, nobody is saying change the name. Ownership certificate is a valid argument. It should be there. Or you say, I will not insist on halal, then I will not insist on certification. You can't have it both ways, no?
Pankudi Pathak, thank you first of all for so patiently awaiting your turn. Mr. Sharda has, conveniently skipped the question I was posing, that is this a move that will also be promoting untouchability? What is your
I don't agree. I don't agree. That's all.
Akansha,
you don't agree?
Akansha, first of all, let me say
halal
that I am totally shocked.
Halal is all
Can I speak?
untouchability.
I understand it's my turn.
All right, let her speak, sir.
Yeah. First of all, I must say that I am totally outraged and shocked at the BJP spokesperson's rants. The way she brazenly said that India is a country of Hindus, I am very sure that the Prime Minister and nobody else in the BJP will endorse her opinion. I think she needs some basic lessons in Indian history and Indian polity. And if she agrees, I would be willing to send her some basic NCERT books so that she can get those lessons. Secondly, now because we are talking about this particular order, first of all, I need to say this very clearly, that this order, it is just not immoral and unethical. It strikes at the very heart of the Indian Constitution. It is violative of Article 14, Article 17, Article 19 and Article 21 of the Indian Constitution. It clearly promotes untouchability, a social evil that our ancestors fought against. And by profiling people on the basis of religion and caste, the BJP is playing a very dangerous game of pushing India back into medieval times. So I think the BJP should leave behind its politics. And I think Uttar Pradesh has given a very clear answer to BJP in the last Lok Sabha elections. They should learn from it. People have rejected your politics of hatred and of communalism.
But Pankudi,
so it's better.
Pankudi, of late we've
Yes.
seen that the opposition's only being left to doing lip service when it comes to launching attacks. Something that we've been observing consistently happen not just with the Congress but with the Samajwadi Party as well. Even, the southern parties have, also taken that upon us that we'll talk about it, we'll launch an attack, but when it comes to taking strict action against it or proving a point in the court of, in the courts, we will not do that. Why don't you challenge the order in the court?
Sorry, I lost the connection.
But
I think I
why can't
Yes.
opposition petitioners take the matter to the court? You have an issue, please challenge it.
we will I'm sure somebody is going to take it to the court, and we are opposing this unconstitutional order in the strongest of words in front of the media on every platform available to us. We are opposing it, and because there was another point raised by Mr. Ratan Sharda, and it seems like both the BJP spokesperson and Mr. Sharda have a lot of respect for the previous orders passed by other governments. Let me remind them that when you were talking about the certificate of ownership, that is relevant when it comes to licensed enterprises, and that certificate is to be put inside the establishment. You don't have to put a nameplate declaring your name, and that is only for licensed enterprises which are cooking and which are serving food. Why do you need a nameplate on, say, a person who's selling mangoes? Why do you need a nameplate for somebody who's selling tea or selling Coke or selling a packet of biscuits?
All right.
Why do you need to
I
know
think
his
Mr.
religion?
Mr.
What is
Ratan
the logic?
Sharda would like
There
to
is no need
answer
in
those
wording this
questions.
question.
Mr. Sharda, please go ahead.
Just one very important point. She said that the BJP lost the mandate, BJP has shown the gate for Hindu, Muslim, etc. Everybody knows that Congress won because of fake news of constitutional, destroying constitution and taking away reservation of
Sir, you are again destroying
SC,
the
ST.
Constitution.
Again,
Pankudi, we allowed all of us were listening to you very keenly. At least let him make his point.
With deep fake videos, you turn around all over UP. You ran your video bans, and you have been charged in the courts now. So please don't tell us who is dividing whom. Secondly, as far as his naming is concerned, my question is, why would Muslims not only in India, across the world, use Indian names to sell their products? Are they embarrassed with their names? Are you saying that? When you treat Hindus and non-believers as kafirs, should they use their names if they believe this is not the right name?
All right,
Why
let's
should they
listen
do
into
it?
the point that Pankudi
What
is
is
making.
the game behind it?
Right.
What is the game behind it? There is no hurt there.
What is a Hindu
Are you
name?
saying that
What is
shopkeepers
a
should do
Pankudi,
anything?
that's a valid concern. Why are there, if the police in Muzaffarnagar, before it in fact sent out that directive, said that complaints had been received where it was observed that the identity of the owners was deliberately being camouflaged and concealed. If there's no issue, that's also one way of looking at it. Just display your name just like the way you do outside your residence.
This is a clear BJP narrative that is being pushed by their government officials, who are keen to please their political masters. There is nothing like a Hindu or Muslim name. The top beef exporters of India all have names like, Al Hafiz and Arabian Enterprises and Al Dua and, all such names. So are they trying to, hide their names? There are names that can be used by any community. I think there is to say that there is a deliberate attempt of hiding names. Secondly, it is just not about the names of the owners. We have seen reports where the administration has made Hindu owners fire their Muslim employees, saying that you cannot have these guys serving in your hotels while the Kavod Yatra is going on. And these Hindu hotel owners have said that we have never. They have
That's
said this on
exactly
camera,
the
that
point
we
where
have
I am
never
going to
faced
play out
this
a
is
ground
clear
report.
economic
Pankudi,
boycott.
I'm running short of time. Let me take this discussion forward because that's exactly the point that I was coming to. On ground level, CNN News 18's Anshul in fact went and spoke to the Kawards. They've also, and in fact also the owners of the eateries who've gone on record to say that they've had to remove their Muslim employees, keeping this mandate in mind. Having said that, concerns have also been voiced by various Kavadiyas who've in fact gone on to talk about how their concern is not about who is serving them that Sattvic meal, rather it is the rising price of that meal which is their concern. Let me also play out that report for you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look.
ये जो ढाबे वाले होते हैं भैया, इन ढाबे वालों से किसी तरह की रियायत मिलती है, कोई डिस्काउंट मिलता है, कोई सेवा?
कोई डिस्काउंट ना देता, सब ये सोचते हैं कि पैसा कमाने ही सोचते हैं यहाँ पर। बिल्कुल कोई ना भोला देखता ना कोई देखता। बिल्कुल कोई डिस्काउंट ना देता भाई, उतने ही रुपए देने पड़ते हैं।
720 रुपये लगे तो पूरे दिन
इनका तो सीजन ही है पैसे कमाने को, इसमें नहीं कमाएंगे फिर किस में कमाएंगे ये बताओ। इसमें तो
जो 5 रुपए की रोटी है वो 10 रुपए की रोटी देते हैं, जो 10 रुपए की कोल्ड ड्रिंक की बोतल है वो 15 की 20 की देते हैं।
तो ये भी एक काफ़ी बड़ी दिक्कत होती है, खर्चा ज़्यादा होता है।
खर्चा ज़्यादा होता है, अब इतने दिन पहले निकलते हैं तो इसलिए खर्चा ज़्यादा होता है।
All right, let's quickly go across to Anila. Anila, kharcha zyada hota hai. It couldn't be more, simplified for you people than what these cowards themselves have had to say. Why not just organize camps for them? Maybe at every 500 meters or every 5 kilometers, perhaps.
I'll make 3 quick points here. Number 1, during Kawad Yatras, you must have seen many Seva camps are there. And in these Seva camps, food is being served. And the Kawad Yatris, they are well taken care of medically also, and whatever they require, Seva camps are there and they take care of it. But at the same time, I'd like to say one thing to Congress party spokesperson here. She was voluntarily trying to educate me about the NCERT books. So let me tell her, the NCERT books which you must have read during your school time, they were being written by the leftist on the behest of your Indian National Confused Party. So wrong history has been taught, and this is the reason Indira Gandhi ji inducted a secular word in her preamble. Initially it wasn't there. Don't try to challenge me. और मैं आपको एक छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल देती हूँ, ज्यादा दूर जाने की जरूरत नहीं है। आप दिल्ली की ये जो फल और सब्जी मंडी है ना, आप वहां पर जाकर देखिए, you will not find a single shop of Hindu. Monopoly of one particular religion, people, they do not allow Hindus to buy a shop there.
What is this?
But the big question, no. Why should an auspicious yatra such as the Kawad Yatra be held responsible for in fact removing people from their jobs, eating up into their employment? If you do not believe me, Anila ji, I will play out a report. All right. Anila ji, I want to play out a report and then I will come back to you. I will come back to you.
Order of administration where it says that you have to sack Muslim employees.
I need to make a point.
No, none of them. But such is the fear that is instilled in their minds.
No, what is this? This is being
Akansha, can I make a quick point?
This is a conspiracy of parties like Samajwadi Party and Congress Party. And they're thinking
can I make a point?
In Uttar Pradesh because
Pankhudi, I'll let you make that point, but let me in fact quickly play out that report where in fact one of the owners of the eatery has gone on record to talk about how they've had to sack their Muslim employees. Let's have a quick look.
Currently, I'm reporting from one of the dhabas out here in Muzaffarnagar. Well, if I could just show you in the visuals over here, the Aadhaar card of all the employees who work over here have been pasted over here along with their photographs. And this is something that is being replicated across all the dhabas that lie on the highway that leads towards Haridwar from the national capital. So yes, this is something that has been done by the administration. The administration continues to maintain that this will be implemented in full strength. So we'll speak to the manager over here and try to get a sense as to what are the issues that they are facing and how they are taking this order. भैया, ये जो ऑर्डर आया है सरकार की तरफ से कि आइडेंटिटी दिखानी है ओनर की, वर्कर्स की, इस ऑर्डर को किस तरीके से देखते हैं आप, और आपको क्या प्रशासन ने बोला पिछले कुछ दिनों में?
हमें प्रशासन ने कुछ नहीं बोला, ऐसी बात नहीं है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। वो प्रशासन आए, पुलिस आई यहाँ पर, पुलिस ने ये बोला कि हम वुमेन वर्कर तो नहीं है। हमारे पास पहले वुमेन वर्कर थे। अच्छा। हमने उन्हें छुट्टी भेज दिया गया 15 दिन पहले। अच्छा। ऐसी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, हम प्रशासन के साथ है, प्रशासन का सहयोग करें। प्रशासन ने हमें बोला था ना, इसलिए हमने छुट्टी दे दी।
कितने मोमडन वर्कर्स यहाँ पे काम करते
वर्कर थे? एक मैनेजर था, एक वर्कर था, 2 मोमडन थे।
कितने समय से वो लोग यहाँ काम कर रहे थे?
वो 2-2.5 साल से लगभग।
अच्छा, तो छुट्टी पे भेजा है या अभी काम से निकाल दिया है या कावड़ यात्रा के बाद वापस बुला लेंगे क्या?
हमने फिलहाल छुट्टी पे भेज दिया। अच्छा। अब वो आए या ना आए, वो उनकी जिम्मेदारी, हमारा काम पूरा हो रहा है।
Right. Let me quickly bring in Anila. Anila, I now, in fact, let you have your word because you've heard what he had to say. You can say that the order did not state so, but such is the fear in the mind of those owners of the eateries.
See, it is the decision of the dhaba or the restaurant owner what they have to do. But government or the police administration has not issued any such order that
All
you
right.
have to
All right.
remove
Taken your
or
point.
send them on
Pankhudi
POS.
Pathak, please go ahead.
Akansha, there have been multiple reports on multiple channels where dhaba owners have gone on camera to say that the administration is pressuring them to sack their Muslim employees while the yatra is going on. So this is clearly not about vegetarian or non-vegetarian. This is not about who is the owner of a particular enterprise. I think all your viewers can make out this is very clear religious profiling and economic boycott of the Muslim community. And the only reason that I understand the BJP is doing it is to consolidate their vote bank by trying to deepen the communal divide that is present in the country right now, instead of focusing on creating a better law and order situation creating more convenience for these Kawad Yatris. They are using
I'd like
this
to
for
quickly
their own
bring you
political
in
gain.
because I'm running short of time. Many are also saying that, as far as the sacking of these employees is concerned, is something that will never find place in an order because that can always be challenged in the court and nothing will get more blatant than that. But having said that, you heard what Anila had to say. She's saying that there's nowhere in the order that it has been stated that Muslim employees or any other community employees should be sacked or removed from their jobs while the yatra is on.
The
Just
massive
one query, if you
defeat
give me time.
of
I will.
BJP, the massive defeat of BJP from Ayodhya to Prayagraj, to near defeat of the Prime Minister in Varanasi. Who's responsible for that? It is this model of hatred, non-performance, coupled with atrocity and injustice that Adityanath and his government is known for. The state ranks highest in custodial
No,
death.
I don't think we can call it a model of hatred because it is, no. I cannot let you state, mislead with, wrong information. We have seen the same yatra being shard with petals in Moradabad by Muslims, which has been in fact a show of unity for the entire state. So to say that, the Kawad Yatra is being used to in fact spread hatred.
I did not say that. You rushed in to interpret. I did not say that. I said that the massive defeat of BJP is because of their model of hatred. Now that model is failing. In Uttar Pradesh, we see that the 20 districts are flood affected. We see that today regularly there are train accidents. We see the situation that exams cannot be conducted. There's massive failure on behalf of Modi government and Yogi government. And the only way BJP has is to distract people from this agenda or this failure is by distracting them to these diabolical policies. This policy doesn't make sense. The BJP does not believe in it. Its allies does not believe it. It does not make sense. The courts of the country will rule it out. But BJP is going ahead because it allows them to bring in hatred when their complete failure of double engine is visible to everyone. This is a government that cannot conduct exams. They cannot create jobs, and they are creating a policy that due to fear will result in loss of jobs of poor people. What kind of nonsense is this government propagating in the country at a time that the world wants to see
Ratan Shada, the timing of such a decision or a directive couldn't have been more crucial because remember, they also, as Ghanshyam was also highlighting, can the Bharatiya Janata Party, in fact all of NDA, afford such a move after the recent debacle in the recently concluded Lok Sabha election, not to forget the upcoming by-polls?
See, Ghanshyam's specialty is to keep all over the world one argument. He will take 10 arguments without staying on the main debate argument. He talked of Akhilesh Yadav. Everybody knows Akhilesh Yadav mastered the art of copying in UP, where it was very well known that everybody passes through copying. So don't tell me who should be ashamed. Now coming to the only one question I have. Anyway, SP can be happy, Congress can be happy that BJP lose the next election if it behaves like this. My question is to Pankhudi, does she know what is a halal food? Please.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Because
sir. I'm
halal
well
is a
aware of
compulsion
it.
Please tell people. Tell people so they know why we are forced to have halal food.
I am not bound to answer.
This is really not
legal. No, you should answer.
When you force me to eat
where does halal food come in selling mangoes or apples?
You are talking of
mango halal
divisiveness.
or jhatka?
You are talking of divisiveness. You are talking of divisiveness. You are talking of untouchability.
Sir, you must answer
You
this.
talked of untouchability.
You must answer
You talked
that
of hate. And you are not.
All right, 30 seconds I have. Anila, quickly finish your thoughts. And while you finish your thoughts, Anila, you know, this discussion is not going to lead to any good. Let's stick to the topic. Anila, in 2018, the Kawards had vandalized a car in West Delhi. Delhi particularly has become a point of altercations between residents and the Kawards, the Kavardias. So I want to ask you, why doesn't the ruling government speak up when we see such incidents of vandalism between the Kavardias and local residents who've often complained about many of them, in fact, resorting to various means which are of course objectionable. When we see loud music being played out on trucks, some of them are even seen consuming liquor.
See, that is why during the Kanwad Yatra for 10 days, NH24 is being blocked for regular traffic, just to avoid any sort of accident or the incident. And I want to say one thing finally, that a stitch in time saves 9. There are political parties who love to create ruckus, mayhem, and they want to start riots, communal riots. We are here not to entertain them, so that peace and harmony prevails in Uttar Pradesh. So the development work can happen. And they are sitting outside. They are outsiders. They just want to create chaos. And we are not going to let that happen in Uttar Pradesh.
All right. Point taken. Many thanks to you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining in. So far, the fact of the matter remains that as far as Kanwad Yatras are concerned, they have seen no communal tension. May this also be the situation in the future, especially if one were to see that it's beginning from Monday. Let's hope that only peace prevails. Many thanks to you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining in on Brass Tacks.